Hi Mark, my Chinese name is Zhou Yanyi and my English name is Ian. I'm number 53. I'm a freshman major in English department. Today, the title is A Smoke Vacuum Cleaner and Other Magical City Designs, and the speaker is Daan Roosegaarde. Do you remember these glow-in-the-dark little stars which you had on the ceiling when you were a boy or a girl? Yes, it is light. It is pure light. I think I stared at them way too long when I was a 5-year-old. It's so beautiful. No energy bill, no maintenance. It is there. So 2 years ago, we went back to the lab, making it more durable, more light emitting with the expert, and at the same time, we got a request from this guy, Van Gogh, the famous Van Gogh Foundation, who wanted to celebrate his 125th anniversary in the Netherlands, and they came to me and asked, can you make a place where he feels more alive again in the Netherlands? And I liked that question a lot. So in a way, we sort of started to connect these two different words. This is how my brain works, by the way. Laughter. I would love to keep on doing this for an hour, but okay, laughter. And this is the result that we made, a bicycle path which charges at daytime via the sun and glows at night up to 8 hours. Applause, thank you, heading toward a future which should be energy friendly and linking up the local grounds as Van Gogh literally walked and lived there in 1883. And you can go there every night for free. No ticket needed. People experience the beauty of cycling through the starry night, thinking about green energy and safety. I want to create places where people feel connected again, and it was somehow great to make this project happen with the industry, with the infrastructure companies. So when this sky of Qatar started to go, how much of 10 kilometers? Laughter. Yeah, really, that's a weird call we are going to get. But it's fascinating that this is not just a sort of one-off nice to have special. I think this kind of creative thinking, this kind of connection, it's a new economy. The World Economic Forum, the think tank in Geneva, did an interview with a lot of small people all around the world, asking what are the top 10 skills you and I need to become successful. And what is interesting, what you see here, it is not about money or being really good in C++, although these are great skills to have, I have to admit, but look at number 3, creativity, number 2, critical thinking, number 1, complex problem solving, all the things a robot or a computer is really bad at. And this makes me very optimistic, very hopeful for the new world. That as we will live in this hyper-technological world, our human skills, our desire for empathy, our desire for curiosity, our desire for beauty will be more appreciated again, and we will live in a world where creativity is our true capital. And the creativity process like that, I don't know how it works for you, but in my brain, it always starts with a question. Why does a jellyfish emit light? Or a firefly? Or why do we accept pollution? This is from my run in Beijing 3 years ago. Left image is a good day Saturday. I can see the cars and the people, the birds. Life is okay in a dense urban city, and on the right image, holy moly. Pollution, complete layers. I couldn't even see the other side of the city, and this image made me really sad. This is not the right bright future we envision here at TED. This is the horror. We live 5 to 6 years shorter. Children have lung cancer when they were 6 years old, and so in a weird, beautiful way, I at that moment became inspired by Beijing smog. And the government all around the world are fighting their war on smoke. But I want it to make something within the now. So we decide to build the largest smoke vacuum cleaner in the world. It sucks up pollute air, clean it and then release it. And we built the first one, so it sucks up 30,000 cubic meters per hour. Clean it on the nano level, the PM2.5 PM10 particle, using very little electricity, and then release the clean air. So we have parks, playgrounds, which are 50 to 75% more clean than the rest of the city. Applause, yes, applause. And every month or so, it opened like a spaceship, like a Marilyn Monroe with the, well, you know what anyway, laughter. So this is the stuff we are capturing. This is Beijing smoke. This is in our lungs right now. If you live next to a highway, it is the same as 17 cigarettes per day. Are we insane? When did say yes to that? And we had bucket of this disgusting metro in our studio, and on a Monday morning we were discussing, we're like shit. What should we do with it? Should we throw it away? Like help. And then we realized no. Waste should not exist. Waste for the one should be food for the other. And here, maybe show it around. Do not put this in your coffee. Laughter. And we realized that 42% is made out of carbon, and carbon, of course, under high pressure you get diamonds. So inspired by that, we compressed it for 30 minutes, cracking sound and making smoke-free rings. Laughter. And so by sharing, yeah, really, and so by sharing a ring, you donate 1,000 cubic meters of clean air to the city of Tower is in. Applause. I have one here. Applause. A little floating cube. I will give one to you. I'm not going to propose. Don't worry. Laughter. And we good? Are we good? You can show it around. And we put this online. Kickstarter campaign, crowdfunding, and people started to pre-order it, but more importantly, they started to prepay it. So the finance we made with the jewelry helped us to realize to build the first tower, and that's powerful. So the activator, it was the enabler. Also the feedback from the community. This is a wedding couple from India where he proposed to her with a smoke-free ring as a sign of future beauty, a true beauty, as a sign of hope, and she said yes. Laughter. I love this image so much for a lot of different reasons. Laughter. And right now, the project is touring through China, actually with the support of China's central government. So the first goal is to create local clean air parks, and that works really quite well, 55 to 75% more clean. And at the same time, we team up with the NGOs, with the governor, with the students, with the tech people to say, hey, what do we need to do to make a whole city smoke-free? It is about a dream of clean air. We do workshops, new ideas pop up. These are smoke-free bicycle, which I'm Dutch, yes, I have this bicycle DNA inside of me somewhere, and so it sucks up polluted air. It cleans it and releases it in the fight against the car, in a celebration of the bicycle. And so right now we're working on a sort of package deal, to so to speak, where we say smoke-free tower, smoke-free ring. We go to the mayor or the governor of this world and say we can guarantee a short-term reduction of pollution between 20 and 30%. Please sign here right now. Yes, applause, thank you, applause. So it's all about connecting new technology with creative thinking. And if you start thinking about that, there is so much you can imagine, so much more you can do. We work on dance floor which produce electricity when you dance on them. We did the design for that 2008, so it moves 8 or 9 millimeters, produce 25 watts, and electricity that we generate is used for the lighting or the DJ booth. So some of the sustainability is about doing more, not about doing less, but also on a large scale. The Netherlands, where I'm from, we live below sea level. So because of these beauties, the off-fluidic 32 kilometers built by hand in 1932. We live with the water, we fight with the water, we try to find harmony, but sometimes we forget, and therefore we made water leaked, a combination of LEDs and lenses, which show how high the water level would be. Global change. If we stop it today, we all go home and we say, oh, whatever, somebody else would do it for us, or we'll wait for government or whomever. You know, we're not going to do that. It goes wrong, and we placed this in public space all around the world. Thousands of people showed up. Applause. Thank you. You're too nice. You're too nice. That's not good for a designer. So thousands of people showed up, and some actually were scared, and they left. They experienced the flows in 1953, and others were memorized. Can we make floating cities? Can we generate electricity from the change in tides? So I think it's so important to make experience collective experience where people feel connect with a vision, with a future, and treasure what is possible. At the same time, this kind of things, they're not easy. Yes, it is a struggle. And what I experience in my life is that a lot of people say they want innovation and they want the next and the future. But the moment you present a new idea, there's this weird tendency to reply to every new idea starting with two words, which are audience guesses. No, not how much. It's more annoying. Laughter. What is it, guys? Or you're really blessed people. That's really good. Yes, but very good. Yes, but it's too expensive, it's too cheap, it's too fast, it's too slow, it's too beautiful, it's too ugly. It cannot be done. It already exists. I heard everything about the same project in the same week, and I got really annoyed. I got a bit of gray hair, started to dress in black like a true architect. Laughter. And one morning I woke up and I say, Dan, stop. This is dragging you down. You have to do something with this. You have to use it as an ingredient, as a component. And so we decide to realize the famous yes but chair. Laughter. And this is an existing chair by Friso Kramer, a Dutch design, but we gave it a little update, a little hack, so to speak. We placed a little voice recognition element right here. So the movement you sit on that chair and you say those two horrible, creative, destructive, annoying little words. Laughter, you got the shirt. Laughter. But pretty intense little shock on the back side of your button. Laughter, applause, and applause. And that works. Yeah, that works. Some clients have left us, they got really mad. Fortunately, the good ones have stayed, and of course, we also apply to it to ourselves. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not be afraid. Let's be curious, yes. And walking through TED in these days and hearing the other speakers and feeling the energy of the crowd, I was remembering this quote of the Canadian author Marshall McLuhan, who once famously said, "On spacecraft Earth, one are no passenger, we are all crew." And I think this so beautiful. This is so beautiful. We are not just consumer, we are maker. We make decision, we make new invention, we make new dreams. And I think if we start implementing and kind of thinking even more within today, there's still a whole new world to be explored. Alright, thank you, applause, thank you, applause.